Hi, everybody. I'm Cindy Clow, and I'm with my daughter, Alli Garrett.
Hi.
And our special guest is Alli Speaker Mackner. I even used your last name.
Yeah.
Your new last name, because I coached her when she was little, so I love to go back to her maiden name. And Alli, tell us a little bit about yourself. Why don't you just tell where you're coaching right now?
Yeah. So I live in Duluth, Minnesota, and I coach the University of Minnesota Duluth dance team.
Go Bulldogs.
Yes. And I also run the Just For Kix dance studio up there and fall coach high school team as well.
Well, which high school team?
Duluth East.
Oh, wow. You're not busy.
And she's also teaching in Brainerd one day a week now, so she drives 2 hours every Wednesday.
For our elite class, right? Mm-hmm. And that's really nice for us because we can't coach our kids off season, so she's taking our elite kids. So thank you for doing that. So she's a busy woman, and she also has a 2-year-old?
Yeah, almost 3.
Almost 3. Wow. Helia, she's a little precious. So tell us a little about what has it been like to build the Duluth UMD dance team?
I mean, it's come a long ways. When I think about when I first went up there, we didn't have coaches. And so just going
You were a student?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so my senior year I was a captain with 2 other of my friends. And just like running a team that you're on is such a different experience. And you're not friends with the kids. Like you have to be the one making the hard calls and the decisions. So I think for us, it was a really big learning experience, and just seeing where now it is, and we have coaches, and how much more fun it is for the kids of like they get to be each other's teammates first, and rather than a coach.
How many years have you been coaching UMD now?
That I just finished my 7th year.
Wow. It goes fast.
Yeah.
And then you were on the team
for 3 seasons because I went after doing a couple of years of community college here in Brainerd.
So 10 years straight you've been with UMD. Wow. And you've been a part of the progress and how it's just gotten so much better.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
It is really cool to like see it, and like the things that kids think like, oh, this is so hard. Like we have to do all this stuff. I'm like, you don't even know like what it was like when we had to run all of it and decide when we were having practice and when to cancel practice. And
I bet everyone just hated you.
Yeah.
You were their peer,
yes,
but also their coach.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, that's how a lot of high school teams were when I started.
Which I feel like would be even worse.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was a very kid run. It was very kid run.
Yeah.
Lots of fighting and all that.
Yeah.
No, that's hard.
That's a change.
Yeah.
Well, it is cool. You've brought it really far.
Well, it's been with not, just myself. We've had a lot of help and a lot of people in our corner to like help us alumni and my other 2 coaches, Caitlin Lundquist and Jordan Fleek. We all coach together, and Jordan just finished her 3rd year coaching or 4th year. We are losing our track of everything. Yeah. So it's been nice because us 3 have a really good setup of like who does what, and like the communication side has been awesome. And so when you're working with other people, it's something that everybody's thoughts have to kind of be involved too. So
right.
So do you have that all written out, or is it just like, okay, I'll use us for example in Brainerd. We don't have it all delegated written out, but we have like an unwritten. Okay.
Who does what?
Yes.
Billy does this, Alli does this, Terry does this, Avery does this,
Yeah, we definitely have kind of like an unwritten kind of what everybody's roles are, but it always changes a little bit too, based on like the needs and, where each of us are at in our life. Like when it's Jordan's busy season for her job, or when it's my busy season or Caitlin's busy season, we kind of definitely delegate and take turns and just communicate. If we're like, hey, I can't get this done. We just sent out our rookie email. And so Caitlin took control of that. She's like, I'll get it sent out for everybody. And we're like, great, thank you. So
I'm so busy.
Yes.
Are you pretty organized with where you just take last year's and recycle it?
Yes and no, because we've moved into a recruiting process. This is our first year of doing all that. So the startup of like planning, doing the emails, having all like the packets for recruitment done took a lot of time getting together, but now that we have it, we just need to update dates and little things. So from here on out, it should be a lot easier.
Today's episode is sponsored by Just For Kix Catalog. We are a one-stop shop for everything you need for coaching, dance, and running your studio. From costumes to poms to leotards to shoes. We have in-stock items ready to ship with great customer service. So check us out online at justforkix.com.
So recruiting, tell us how that's all changed. It's just totally changed. I know just from the high school having kids that are
Right.
their
Trying to recruit, yeah.
college teams. It's changed.
It is definitely changed, and every school kind of does it different. And because we aren't an actual varsity athletic through our school, we're a sports club. We just want to make sure everybody, like, what we're doing makes sense for us. So we have videos that get sent in, and like we have a recruitment packet that people look at and see what we want to see. Right. So there's requirements of like different skills. We have it like a current, like, let the video run. We want to see you do things.
Yeah.
We don't want to like just see your best take after 400 times.
Right.
Because that's a different kid that we get, compared to somebody who's maybe going through a stressful situation, like, I have to restart and like go back to the beginning,
Yeah.
So it's been nice to see it. And then we actually do a private clinic as well. So once videos have been sent in, we look at like, okay, what kids do we want to see more of? What kids do we want to see dancing with our kids, like our current team members? And so we really like that because we're able to say, hey, we'd like you guys to come to our private clinic where it's just you guys and our current team members, and getting to dance against each other and with each other.
So your private clinic is an invite only.
Yes.
And your other clinics are all summers.
Yes. Yep. And it just gives us a smaller setting. We get to break them up into groups.
That's nice.
Have them kind of be like partners with somebody. So like if Alli was coming, I'd partner up with somebody on the team just so that she had a friend to kind of talk to and get to ask questions and feel a little bit more comfortable with. Because in a group setting, nobody's going to be like, what time do you guys get up in the morning for practice? Like nobody's going to ask that in front of everybody that gets nervous. Okay. So gives them
That's nice. And then kind of gives you, like, if you feel like you didn't get a good look or talk to a kid, you could probably go to your team and say, so you were her partner, what did you feel?
Yeah. And it's funny because I was just talking to somebody about this and I'm like, it's weird because you're not just impressing our coaches.
No, you were just telling me this last week.
Yeah. Where I'm like, you have to impress our entire team because you're joining our family.
And you gotta want to dance with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like our team culture, we've been working on it for so many years, and I've learned that from you, that it's so important to keep working on it. And so we don't want somebody coming in and disrupting that team culture that we've worked so hard to build.
Yeah.
Gotta trust everybody.
Isn't it hard to know that, without them being there? I mean, or can you see it?
Yeah, some of it, I mean, like we definitely get different vibes from even our kids on the team of going, what were your thoughts? How did they handle like the pressure? Like, were they complaining a lot? We look at that and we want to see, because I'm like, if I'm going to tell you you're in the third row for this routine and
you're going to be pouting about it.
I don't want to deal with that. Right. And so, and there's kids that, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. And there's kids that show up and want to be there. And I'd way rather have that kid who's giving me and trying, and maybe they aren't a strong turner, but we can get them there because their work ethic and they want to be good.
Yeah.
That's neat. So what do your practices look like?
Yeah. So we practice about 4 days a week. And we are working as hard as we possibly can. Last year was a step in the right direction, but this year we even want to amp this up more, but spending more time on technique and spending and delegating 30 minutes of our practice just to technique, stretch, and warm up. Because then we can work on those turns. And this year we didn't have to work on our turn sets 100 times because we had so much technique building in practice that when we ran the routine, they were always on time. And so we're like, okay, this is great. We can work on the next thing.
And you're getting kids in that are all pretty darn good turners.
Yes,
too, right?
yes, yeah.
But I'm sure you have to hone in on certain
changing, like if they do arms a little bit different, or
and different studio kids and different dance team kids, they all come from more of a stronger background. So just getting them to be unified and the same is great. But we've had kids that maybe they're a really good mover and we're like, we need to adapt this to our team. And so they're kind of like the leaders of the movement quality.
Yeah.
But we can help them with the turns,
And I think that's what we do in high school too, is you find that one kid that can lead a certain specific area and they kind of become the leader of that. And then it helps everybody else grow.
Yeah. And it also gives them a sense of ownership in that too.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about travel. How do you, if you're not a school activity or, you're an activity, right?
Yeah, sports club is what we're talking about.
Okay, so how do you fund everything?
We do a lot of fundraisers, and our school does something called earmark dollars, which I think is the coolest thing ever. And if your schools can get behind it, I think it's super awesome.
What is that?
But we volunteer, and our volunteer hours, the dancers get paid for the following season. So all the volunteering we did last year gets added into our account for this upcoming season, which is super
Where's the
cool.
money come from?
The school.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
the
your
school
does.
does, but we have to put in a lot of work. Like I think they get $7.50 for each hour. So if and there has to be a minimum of 5 of our athletes there.
So then each person gets $7.50.
But it goes towards our team. So
Right.
yeah, but then we do Grandma's Marathon in Duluth, and it's one of the biggest events up there. And we're there for like 12 hours. Well, we get about $900 for our following season, which is great because it's a lot of fun and team bonding.
Do you do a lot of individual sales and that type of thing too?
We do some different things, like we have different fundraisers that might be more individualized, but it all goes to the team account for us because we've tried doing the like, oh, this cuts down your costs, and it just gets so messy and it's hard to track, and we're a team, so majority are doing it all together. So
Cool.
That's fun.
So switch gears a little bit into your job. Where
Yeah.
you're the director of the Just for Kix program in Duluth. How do you attract great teachers? Are you getting some of your college kids to teach at the studio?
yeah, I mean, I get a few. I don't like having everybody because then we're all gone at the same time. And so it actually makes it really, really hard. But just being in Duluth and knowing kids that are coming to school is great. We've had, a lot of former Brainerd High School dancers that live up there. And so they've all worked for me.
Yeah, I've sent a few your way.
Yes, yeah, and it's really awesome to see that. But even coaching high school dance team and doing some fall team stuff, I've had alumni that live around or have moved away and come back that it's just like, hey, if you're ever interested, we'd love to have some, somebody who's dedicated and wants to still share that passion of dance.
And you're really growing in your student count.
Yeah, it's a little
great.
scary.
How many did you start with? 65?
64 tech full season.
And now what's you now?
We're almost to 300.
That's so cool.
That's so.
Yeah, it is crazy. So it's been,
Because you treat them great.
yeah,
You're a great
and it's a
teacher.
labor of
So-
love. So
So how do you manage your time between all the different areas? What do you find helps you?
well, having a supportive husband has definitely been.
yeah,
I mean, like having a partner that just like, he probably
Gets it.
Yeah, he gets it, but he also is the first one to be like, hey, we got to cut back on a little something. Like, let's plan one day where we can hang out. I'm like, oh, I can schedule you once in this month. But I think just like my staff is super awesome. Our coaching staff for college is really great too for like when we, hey, we can't get a babysitter or different things, or the kids come with us, so dance has been awesome that like I've been able to share it with my daughter a lot and like she loves it, I think more than anybody I know.
And a little personality, that's for sure.
Yes. So like bringing her with and seeing, the whole setup and having like girls to look up to has been really great.
I think that's important. Too,
Yeah.
because they need to see what you're doing.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Allie's kids think she's at the studio all the time.
Yeah, she thinks I'm always with Kicksters. And like, Kicksters isn't going on right now, but she doesn't get that always. But
Yeah.
But it does help them like put out, like, I feel like it makes them more at ease. Like when they know like, well, mom's at dance. Like it's,
Yes.
she'll come back. It's okay.
Yeah. Keely always goes, mom's at studio. You going to studio tonight? I'm like, yeah. Or the Bulldogs, she's like, can I come? And so,
Well, what helps you with organization so that you're getting it all done?
well, I am I like things written out. I don't like digital, like Google Calendar is really hard. Yeah, it's really hard for me. And so I have a home calendar that I hang on our cupboard and that my husband gets to check so he knows what time I get home so he doesn't have to ask me like 100 times.
Oh, I should do that for Sam because he's always like, what time are you done?
Yeah.
Do the kids have dance tonight?
Yes, so I have everything. It's color coordinated. I'm purple. Helia's stuff is pink. And like I have just different things. But then just making sure like I do, communicate with him on like what's going on. But I also have a lot of family, or like we don't have a lot of family in Duluth, but we have a lot of friends that are willing to say, hey, we'll take Helia and, a group that loves to just hang out with her.
I laugh that you have the calendar because I don't. But
You wish you did.
our schedule for Kicksters has been pretty consistent
Probably the
for
same.
years.
Yeah.
And I was going to practice one, at the beginning of the season on a Monday night, and we do it late on Mondays to get to gym. And Steve is like, "Oh, you guys go late?" And I'm like,
See, we've been doing this for like 20 years.
"Yeah."
I was on the team and it still was 7:15 to 9:15.
Yeah,
like
same.
that's still
It's
the
not
time.
changed.
That's why it was kind of funny. I'm like, whatever.
Oh, that's so
Well,
fun.
gosh, it's been great to have on today, and we're so happy that you took your time to come all the way to Brainerd and be on our podcast. And any people listening want to send some dancers to Duluth, I know she's looking for some great dancers all the time. And teachers up in that area too.
Yes,
So
yeah.
thank you for all you do.
Well, thank you for having me.